Jazz could be many things to me. I grown up with my father playing jazz records for me, and I think that still is jazz for me. The music that he played, it was Charlie Parker, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, Thelonious Monk, real American jazz. I mean, no doubt about it. It's jazz, and that's it. I think for me. And with that, I'm saying that what we do is probably not jazz. I mean, maybe has some inspiration from jazz, and you can sometimes define it as jazz, but not all the time. I think what we do with E.S.T is music in a much bigger sense. Not better, because what these guys did with jazz was amazing, but that's not what we're doing. Jazz in Sweden has to fight a lot. I mean, it's really hard being a jazz musician. There are lots of great musicians. What I'm sometimes lacking is bands that really keep themselves together and create a sound together, a band sound that is quite unusual in jazz, generally. Again, what we're doing, and when they played us on MTV, I think the music we played wasn't really jazz. I mean, of course, it has a touch of it because we're using piano, bass, and drums, which comes from the original piano tradition, jazz piano trio tradition, where we also came from. And that was also the way we sounded in the beginning. But the music that we recorded and then made a video of sounded a bit differently. And to be honest, I'm not sure whether they actually played jazz on MTV. I mean, that's very hard to define what it was. It was good music, hopefully. Perspective on downloading. I mean, the possibility to see lots of things now through the internet is amazing. It's fantastic to discover old stuff that we haven't heard for a long time, and also to hear new stuff that we have never heard before. But of course there are downsides as well. I mean, people are apparently buying less CDs, and also the sound quality. I think it's really weird that you pay I don't know how much it is, €1 per tune if you download it legally. And what is not discussed really is the sound quality. What you get is really bad sound compared to CD. I mean, if you really make an A-B test, anyone would hear the difference, because there is a difference. With our music, we work very much on the sound. We spend lots of time in the studio trying to create a really nice sound for the listeners. And then, if they're just downloading an MP3 files, it's not really right for the music, I think. So I much rather see our fans that they should buy the CDs and really hear the stuff that we've been working on, because it's not only how we're playing, it's also very much the whole soundscape that we're presenting. But I think that goes for all music. I don't think we will play any new composed music yet. We're still rehearsing some music that I composed, and we haven't started to play it live yet. But we never decide what to do when we go up on stage, and we have a big repertoire to choose from. So we might choose some older stuff, we might choose song from Tuesday Wonderland, or we might just improvise and create music, instant music while we're playing that might sound like tunes. I mean, lots of times people is coming to ask us, what was that tune you played? I never heard it before, and it actually wasn't a tune. It was just totally free improvisation that might have, in their ears, sounded like a tune. And what's going to happen tonight, I'm really excited to see, because I don't know.
Thank you so much. E.S.T.